Welcome to the Dodger Download, the official podcast of the Fort Dodge Community School District. Each episode brings you the latest updates from our schools, including school board recaps, interviews with educators, staff, and students, plus upcoming events and stories from around the district. Whether you're a parent, student, or community member, stay connected to what's happening in the Dodger Nation. Let's dive into this episode of the Dodger Download. Welcome to the Dodger Download, the official podcast of Fort Dodge Community Schools. I'm Superintendent Josh Porter, and I'm excited to talk about everything fine arts here on episode number 13. So whether you're a parent, student, or just a proud Dodger, we're glad you're here today. Now, for today's sponsor for today's podcast. Are you looking for a trusted financial guidance close to home? Central Financial Group in Fort Dodge, Iowa is your local partner for insurance, investments, retirement planning with personalized service, decades of experience. Their team is here to help you secure your future and protect what matters most. Whether you're planning for tomorrow or managing today, trust Central Financial Group to be with you every step of the way. Central Financial Group, local roots, smart solutions. Today on Dodger Download, I'm excited to have with us today Simeon Roberts and Emma Connelly, both seniors at Fort Dodge Senior High. They're going to be sharing their experience within fine arts and activities. But before we get to that, it's time for board tidbits. Last week, pretty uneventful board meeting we had, but we had a longstanding board member, Dan Altman. He was served as our board president. He is also a local pastor. He is one of the Youth for Christ leaders in town. He's just served an excellent job as serving as the board president for Fort Dodge Schools. He did not rerun for election, so unfortunately, Dan, we had to say goodbye to Dan on our last school board meeting. He's a 1999 grad, was a classmate of mine, been a longtime friend, will always be a good friend. But I think on behalf of Fort Dodge Schools, our administration, our students, a huge thank you to Dan and everything he's done for the district. And then at that point, then we had to nominate and go forth with a new board president, which is Molly Nelson. So if you guys know Molly Nelson has recently moved back to Fort Dodge. There's probably been a few years as well before I moved back, but played basketball at Drake, was an athlete at the high school. I think she was a 1998 grad. I don't know if she wants me to announce that, but Molly was voted on by her other board members. She's going to be serving as a new board president. And then longstanding board member Diane Pratt. So if you know Miss Pratt at the high school, this would be her relative, and so she's will serve as the vice president for the school board. So outside of that, it was pretty quiet board meeting, but the racing club. So Jeremiah Reed has got a racing club that he started. Mm-hmm. They're actually going to go to Indianapolis December 12th and the 13th. So we approved some out of state travel so they could go to the event in Indianapolis for their racing club and just get a different experience. And that is it for board tidbits. All right. Today's episode is all about fine arts and activities at Fort Dodge Senior High. I'm excited to have Emma Connelly with me and Simeon Roberts. And we are going to just start off maybe just by telling a little bit about yourself, what activities you're involved in. And Emma, why don't you go first?
Well, I'm Emma Connelly. I'm a senior at Fort Dodge Senior High. I came here in 8th grade. I was originally from Arkansas and then Oklahoma and now here. Yeah. It's great here. I love it. I'm involved mostly in theater. I also do dance, and I used to do choir and band. But yeah, fall play, large group speech, individual speech. I'm student director for the musical. So yeah, I do kind of a lot of everything in the theater realm.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, basically.
Band, choir?
I used to do band. Last year I did band. I was a trumpet player. And then choir, I was in it for 2 years. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of activities.
Yes.
Yeah, it's awesome. Simeon?
Yes, my name is Simeon Roberts. I have lived in Fort Dodge my whole life. Born and raised here. I'm a senior this year also. And I'm involved in a lot of things. Yeah. I'm involved in band, choir, diversity action troupe.
Oh, yes.
We're both involved in diversity action troupe. We're both the presidents. I'm president and she's vice president. So that's very awesome. Cool. Yep. So yes, and I'm also involved in speech, student athlete advisory committee with Mrs. Adams. Yep. National Honor Society. Dodger Senate, like our student council.
Yep.
Performers Club.
Performance
Yes,
Club.
I'm president and just a member. Perfect.
And soccer. I'm doing soccer this year.
Mm-hmm.
I was the manager for cross country, and I have done cross country before, like freshman year.
Yep.
And I think that's
Dance.
Dance. Oh,
yeah.
dance.
Dance.
Yes,
He's on the dance team. He's on the
Dance. Yes.
And you know what you're forgetting of all the things that you've been a part of?
What?
This guy was the homecoming king.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of a big deal.
Oh,
It's kind of a big deal.
Stop. Oh, I forgot about that. No.
So
yes.
this guy's a big deal. He always want to say it out loud. but
No.
he followed in the footsteps of his brother. His
Yes.
brother was a homecoming king
Yes.
last year.
He got to crown me.
He got to crown him at the homecoming
Yes.
coronation. And I wonder if that's ever happened in the history of Fort Dodge,
I
ever.
have no idea.
It has to
Okay,
be.
you're the first one.
I'm saying it's the first time that two brothers went back to back homecoming kings. I don't know. Maybe some sisters were homecoming queens back to back. I don't know, but
knows?
I know not since I've been here that hasn't happened. So
That is insane.
it's still pretty cool.
I'm honored. I'm honored.
You know what? And you should be, because I think that's a reflection of who you are, how you treat people, the things you're involved in, how your peers feel about you. Like, you know, you're a very well respected individual
you.
at the school. So.
Thank you so much.
So congrats. So
Yes.
I didn't want him to forget that accolade a little bit. Like, it's not really a group, but it's a nice accolade.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, hey, we're going to talk about activities and fine arts a little bit. So, when was the moment where you realized, like, hey, like this is my niche, or this is what I really wanted to do?
I would say my junior year, well, mostly my sophomore year into my junior year, you kind of get like a little bit nerve-wracking for your freshman year. It's just very nervous. You are kind of trying things. You don't know whether you like it or not. But then sophomore into junior year, once you keep doing it, you're like, wow, this can be something.
Yeah.
And it makes you go far. It makes you want to do it more,
Yeah.
honestly. So that was kind of my turning point.
Yeah.
I feel like my turning point is like when I realized like how many connections I made like from being involved, like how many like opportunities like being involved has provided for me, like college applications, like
Yes.
they look for like kids who are involved and who
Yes.
like give back to their community, and like it just builds like your friendship circle, I feel like, and it's really very powerful and it's very eye-opening.
And it has to build some confidence, right?
for sure.
I mean, it really does. So I'm a superintendent, which is very long ways from being a performer of fine arts, by the way. But I have to give a back to school speech every year with our staff. And we have 540 staff members. I have to stand on the stage with the lights on, with a mic. And I prepare. And sometimes I don't know if I'm prepared enough, if it's very good. I'm like, it is hard.
It's a lot.
Like, it is a lot. And
Yeah.
I do that one time a year. And I can only imagine if I had to be up there on stage performing.
Yes.
You know,
It's very different. Yeah,
Yeah.
doing it all the time. It's crazy.
but each year it gets easier, right?
Oh, for sure.
Like I've done it once, I've done it 3 times now. Like I'm kind of like, okay, now I'm getting used to speaking. Now I wonder if I'm talking too much. I wonder, like, hey, am I
Yes.
oversharing? Like, what have I got going on here?
No.
So you guys mentioned a little bit about the importance of getting involved. Like if you know, there's a lot of freshmen, hopefully some 8th graders and some 9th graders listen to the podcast, but what kind of advice or what kind of, what would you encourage them about involvement? Even like, you talked about coming in as a junior, really getting into it.
Yeah.
What kind of advice would you guys have for them?
You want to answer?
Yes. I would say don't be afraid to like step out your comfort zone. Like do all that you can. Like if you have like a little interest that like if you see a club that you might have interest in, I would go for it. Cause there's like so many opportunities. Like you build like genuine friendships from being involved. Like I think we met from being involved. Did we?
Yes.
We did.
We
in
met
speech.
through Performers Club and speech
Yes.
and stuff.
Speech, yep.
Yeah. And I feel like, we lived as, our freshman year, we made up, it's not really made up, but we lived by the word YOLO.
Yes.
You only live once. So
yeah.
you got to do it,
Exactly.
Just put yourself out there. And it's so fun. It seems like nerve wracking at first and it seems scary. But once you're in there, you're in it. And you just do it.
Well, you mentioned clubs, but I was an athletic director. I was activities director for 2 years. My first 2 years back. Did they still do Club Rush?
They do.
Yes.
They do.
Which is like, if you ever see the pamphlet of all the clubs that Fort Dodge Schools offers, there is something for
There's so
everyone.
anything, anybody. I mean, we have chess club, we have foreign language clubs, we have reading clubs, we have activity clubs. I mean,
yeah, what's crazy about it is you don't really know. I mean, whenever we did the, like, where you had to collect the things for Dodger Senate so you could get tickets for prom or whatever, I didn't know how many clubs there was. And it was amazing to see, like, how many there was that I didn't know about.
Yeah, because I really didn't know about Racing Club till, like, you mentioned it. And I saw, like,
and that's a newer
board.
one.
Yes. So, yeah, there's so many clubs out there. There's so many opportunities to, like, put yourself out there, find an interest. And if there's like not a club that like suits you, which there is going to be, like you can make your own clubs. You just need a teacher sponsor. So I thought that was really powerful.
Awesome. What pushed you guys outside your comfort zone in a good way?
Well, speech for sure. That's just like hands down, speech is where you go. Some people think it's like you just have to do a public speaking thing with like a slideshow in the background. It's totally different. And debate is not even connected to speech. It's more performing, and it teaches you real life skills. Miss Adams said something one time, which it's always stuck with me. Just like, you can be a pop star, you can be in the NFL, you can be whatever you want, but you can't do anything until you learn how to speak in front of a crowd. And I totally agree with that. That was a perfect way to say it, because truly, if you can't speak in front of people, I mean, how far are you really going to go? So speech has really taught me like how much you can do when you know how to speak in front of a person.
Yeah, I agree. Speech is like life-changing for me. Like there's so many different categories. Like this year, we're actually in musical theater.
Yeah, we've never done it before.
Yes,
super
so
exciting.
if you heard me sing before, like, you know, it's a little questionable at times, but like I'm stepping out of my comfort zone this year. I'm taking a leap of faith. You know, hopefully that takes me somewhere. Last year, I actually did poetry, and my poem was called I Want to Write a Poem. So it was like pretty simple. It was just like the main purpose, like the main premise was like, I just want to be remembered as like someone. And like, I want to be a somebody. And I actually got into All-State. So yes, I was actually thinking about like, I was very discouraged when I was starting poetry because like I didn't know like how the competition was, and I didn't feel like
proud of yourself.
I just had to find like my passion in it. Like you had to find the sense of purpose in it, and that's what I did.
That's the thing too, is it's just like once you try it, you know, like it's definitely discouraging at first when you try something new. But like last year, I went to All-State for mime, which I never thought I would do in my whole life. Very nerve-wracking. Miss Crew came up to me. She was like, "Can you do mime?" And I was like, "No," but she made me do it, and it worked out, and it was great. But I would have never known unless you try something new. So that's what you just have to do.
And then how would you guys say that some of these activities you're involved in and these different, you know, between speech and theater and the musical, how has that kind of shaped you as a leader and a friend or even as a student?
Well, something for me is I kind of worked my way up from musical. So if you're not in choir, you can't do musical. So I dropped out of choir my sophomore year. So that was a little discouraging. But I led my way up from costumes to props, and then now I'm student director. So like it's that growth of just being like, you are allowed to be able to grow and not like also be, I don't know how to say it, but like you gotta like grow and start from somewhere, and then eventually like you get that leadership role and like have people like want to know more and have people follow in your footsteps. And also just being a student too, like you have to be within good standing to do all of these fun things, which is the most important thing, because like it makes me want to go to school. It makes me want to have good grades. So that's the biggest part for me, for sure.
We talk about, you know, you're a student first, right?
Yes.
That's the conversation we try to embed in everybody. You can't be in speech or football if you cannot be a student first. So if you don't go to school and if you don't pass your classes, like that has to be your number one priority, right? We're here to learn. These other things are supposed to be fun, but they're really important things, right? Like band, choir, orchestra, all those items and our athletic activities are important, but ultimately your first responsibility is to be a student. And it's hard to learn if you don't come to school. Right?
Exactly. For sure.
Right? And I'm not saying school is overly whelming. It's like it's not the most difficult thing in the world, but it is really difficult if you don't show up every day or if you don't put forth some effort. Similar to the activities you guys are involved in.
I honestly feel like I live by this quote. I feel like school is whatever you make it out to be. So like you just need to put in the work. You need to put in like the dedication, time management, and you just need to like seek out friends, seek out your teachers for help. And like school can be like amazing if you just put in the effort. And I just feel like more kids need to realize, like more students need to realize that.
You know what? And you're saying that about school, and we say that about my job. It's going to be whatever I want it to be. It's going to be what the effort I put into this, right? And so I try to believe or try to put a high level of effort into it. I still make mistakes and still a little vulnerable at times, but
for sure.
But I do know that if I don't put any effort in and if I don't show up or if I'm not there, like that's a problem.
Exactly.
It's not going to be, I'm really there for you guys. While you probably don't see me as often, I'm in a different building, but there's a lot of buildings, but really that's the ultimate responsibility.
For sure.
Is there an opportunity out there that you almost said, I'm not going to try this? You almost, and then you ended up trying and you're thankful you did?
Dance for me. I joined my sophomore year and my friend Jocelyn actually convinced me to do it.
That's what I was going to ask. Like, who did someone push you guys? Or, like, because you were you in dance as a freshman?
No, I wasn't.
Yeah,
we joined at the same time.
I say you joined late, right?
Well, yeah. So Jocelyn convinced me to do it, and then I heard Sim was doing it, so I was like, "All right, if my friends are in it, then I can be in it."
Yes.
And I actually almost didn't go to the audition because I was so nervous, but I did, and I made the team, and I'm still on the team. I tore my ACL this year, but so it is a little bit heartbreaking to not be there for my senior season. But I'm supporting the dance team for sure. So, yeah.
And Coach Eastwood, like.
Yes,
she's
Emily.
Great.
Yes.
One of my favorite humans, puts out an excellent product. Like I remember when I was 80, going to the high school or going to Dodger Stadium at like 9:00 at night because that was the only time she could get everybody to practice.
Yeah,
I remember
turning the lights on, turning the lights on at Dodger Stadium. Getting everybody out there to practice and then making sure the lights got shut off. But I didn't mind, right? Because I mean, she's
so dedicated.
She's so dedicated. She's so thorough. Like and the performances are spot on.
And
all
they're
the time.
so fun too.
I know.
Yes. And
they're so fun to watch.
And no one's complaining about being there at 9:00 because I think you guys are having fun.
We are.
And enjoying it.
We just started, so I'm actually on the state team this year, like state hip hop. So we're leaving actually tomorrow, Thursday and Friday. Friday's our actual competition, so we have to perform at like 8:30 in the morning.
Oh yeah.
So I need to prepare for that. But like this year, she introduced like morning practices. So they're like at 6 a.m., 6 to 7.
Oh,
cut it.
You did like good. He's not going 6-7 over here, is he?
Cut it.
You know how often I'm saying something and trying to explain something, I'm like, it's like 6 to 7.
Just
I'm
say
like,
an hour before school. Just say an hour. It's so like you say it all the time and then you don't realize it.
I know.
It's bad.
Okay.
Well, that'll get a giggle out of the kids.
Yes. But yes, it's actually 6 to 7:15 a.m. usually. So yeah.
That's a early morning practice time.
It is. I usually have to wake up for 5 a.m. on those days. But you know what? That's okay.
Sorry.
It makes me a better person.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right.
Yes.
So you guys are extremely busy. What is a key to balancing all of this as a student, right? Like there's a lot of times I really would get discouraged because kids would be like, hey, I just can't keep up on my homework, or I have to do this, or hey, I'm not going to participate in this just because I have so much going on. Like,
yeah, it is hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
Yep.
It's very hard between I work and I do school and all this stuff, and I actually have a class at Iowa Central this year. So balancing that and managing to go to everything at once is very hard. But also just talking with whoever you need to make sure that you need to do it at this time, and but if practice is at 4 to 5 in the afternoon, you have to go to practice, but you also have to manage what you can do at work, what times, that's the biggest thing is you got to make sure you schedule everything to be where it needs to be, but managing it is the hardest part of it all.
Right.
Because you're so exhausted at the end of the day. I remember my sophomore year, I had practices until 10 o'clock at night. And then I would have to go to dance after that. And I'd be exhausted. But you get up in the morning and you do it because you love what you're doing. That's the whole point of it, is if you love what you're doing, it's not going to be hard.
I've been there. I've had to go in there and say, hey, Miss Krug, it's 10:30. We got to.
I know.
We got kids that got to go to school tomorrow.
Exactly.
And you have to come to work tomorrow because you also have to teach too. Like,
yes.
It's a late night, but that's the life of theater too, a little bit, right?
For sure.
That's
late night musical.
Yep.
Oh, those are
Tech
rough.
weeks.
Tech weeks are really rough.
I always know when Tech Week is, and
We all look tired the next morning. Have an energy drink in the hand.
Exactly.
People are calling me, hey, why are the lights still on at the middle school? And I'm like, hey, it's all right. It's Tech Week. It's Tech Week. This is what we're doing. It's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just feel like what I'm gonna say, you have to figure out your groove, figure out your purpose, and I also feel like you need to sometimes just take time to yourself, like for yourself, like unwind, like listen to music, watch a little bit of TikTok, not too much, like don't procrastinate. I have a problem with that. I'm trying to get my screen time down, but slowly but surely, but like just take time to yourself and make sure you have an accountability partner.
Mental health is the best.
Yes. Mental health is so important, and just having an accountability partner to make sure like you're on the right track is just so important. So
Hey, and everybody uses TikTok, so
I know.
I'm not just sitting there watching reels sometimes. Like I helped TikTok helped me make meatloaf the other day.
Really?
My family doesn't know that. And my youngest kid was like, "This is the best meatloaf ever."
Exactly.
And I'm like,
"Thank TikTok."
Yeah, it was out of my brain.
Thank you, TikTok. That worked out well.
TikTok.
Right.
I love TikTok.
Yeah.
I've spent 7 hours on TikTok one day during summer.
Sometimes it gets a little rough.
Does mom know about this?
She does now.
Don't put that in this. Don't put that in here.
Well, hey, last question, guys, before we go. Maybe I got two questions, but last one really is, what kind of misconception is maybe out there about, I mean, we have some excellent leaders. That's my second part of my question. I think every program that is successful is usually led by a great leader, someone that's all in. You start thinking about our band programs, our theater, our vocal music, all those things. But what's maybe a misconception out there a little bit about being involved in fine arts or any activities for that matter?
Yeah, probably that it's so scary. That's I mean, when I entered as a freshman, I was like, it's scary. I'm not going to have friends. I'm not going to, I'm going to be embarrassed by what I do. And it's not that way at all. Like, once you enter a room, you're going to make a friend as soon as you get in there. And like, you'll just have so many connections. You might not get them as soon as you step into the room, but you'll get them along the way.
Absolutely.
Like that's the biggest misconception I've heard, at least, because I'm president of Performers Club. And so my job is to like kind of help people come and get new people to come and stuff. And the biggest thing I've heard is, I don't want to. I don't have my friends there.
I was supposed to say, I bet both of you are amazing recruiters.
Yes.
I bet you
we
guys
try.
We try.
I bet you guys are, right? You
Yes.
got friends. You probably have some friends that are not involved in some activities.
Yes.
You're probably trying to get them to, hey, try out for the
Yeah, but
ball
it
play.
is
Like,
scary.
you-
Yes. And like even DAT, we have a huge like recruitment going on of anyone that wants to come to DAT can.
Yes,
And
we
some
have a
people,
lot of new members
yes,
this
we
year.
do.
Yeah,
And some people
awesome.
don't even know that they can come. So like outreaching to people and just telling them it's not scary. We're all a big community. We all sit at the same table and just talk for
Exactly.
Right.
30
Chill.
minutes. Yeah, it's just chill and it's regular. Like it's not anything that needs to be worried about. So
Yes, I 100% agree with Emma. It is not as scary as it seems. And like, you are gonna make friends. There's no way you don't make friends in like any activity. Like, you're surrounded by like people with a similar interest, like like-minded people. Like, you just have to keep an open mind, I feel like. And just reach out to people, join that club. Yes. Go to those meetings and stay consistent with it. Like, you don't want to show up for one day, then like you're an on and off member. I just feel like you need to build like a sense of consistency, and that's how you grow.
Yep.
for sure.
I've been a huge proponent of activities and athletics since I was a young kid. I think it's the gateway to success for kids. It's how you survive high school at times, right?
Yes.
I'm not saying you have to be involved to do really well in high school, but there is a direct correlation between success in high school and being involved in activities and athletics.
Right.
It's just bottom line. Before we go, any shout outs to some of your leaders? Like you guys get to experience some really good staff members that that probably make a big impact on you guys.
I would say definitely shout out to Mrs. Krug. I mean, she does a lot.
Yes,
She wears a lot of hats.
Tons of hats.
So
I've had
good
her
for
on the show.
Yes,
Had her on the-
we
Yes,
saw that.
We
episode.
saw that. We
Yes.
saw that.
Yeah, she stays late every night. She has a thing where she says that's where she lives because she's there every
Mama
single day.
Krug.
Yeah,
Mama
Mama
Krug,
Krug for
yep,
sure.
Yes.
I would like to shout out Anna Fritz. She's my vice president for Performers Club, and we do
awesome.
that amazing work together. Parker Hansen and Jolie Gilbert are also my officers for Performers Club. But yeah, I'd like to shout them out. Miss Winter is amazing.
Yes,
Yeah,
I was
Miss Winter.
She's great. But everyone else just like helps you in every
Yeah.
way. Miss Clagle, always hype girl for sure.
Yes.
Mr. McBride. I mean, they're all great. They're
That's
all
awesome.
great.
Yes.
What about you?
I would love to shout out Mrs. Winter. She is my ride or die. I love Mrs. Winter.
Yeah.
We've met like sophomore year in Dodger Senate,
Yep.
and she was my teacher. She got me through physics, surprisily,
Ooh,
because
yeah,
I am
we
not.
were in the same class. It was a
Yes,
little rough.
I am not a science guy, but she got me through it. I passed with an A, so I was like, okay. Mrs. Winter's a real one.
Yes.
Mrs. Adams, obviously.
Yep.
When I think of Mrs. Adams, she's like leadership. Like it's all leadership. She is like the definition of leadership. She is such a powerful leader, and like I aspire to be more like her.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah, and we have a huge group in that SIAC group. I think actually after this, I'm going to go there. There's a
Yes.
community outreach idea that they have that they want to pitch to me. So I'm going to go at 10:30 and listen today. So
Yes.
11:30. It's so well, awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for joining.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
This has been a lot of fun.
Yes.
Adults are fun. Kids are even more fun to have on the show and enjoy. So, any last things you guys want to share before we go?
Come join DAT.
Yes, come join DAT, please. We have members, but we always
love if-
welcome. We
Yes.
love
Yep.
new members.
Monday during WIN. Yeah, you just sign up for Mrs. Krug, room 110, and yeah, just come to the meeting.
Yep. And anybody can sign up.
Anyone.
Freshman through
Freshman,
senior, doesn't
sophomore,
matter.
yeah, doesn't matter.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, I appreciate you guys.
Thank
Yes,
you.
appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you. Well, once again, I just want to thank Emma and Simeon for joining me on today's episode. Really enjoyed having you guys and the conversation. So, as we move forward a little bit, just some highlights. Boys basketball and girls basketball season are underway. Yes. I think they had a couple tough losses at Boone last night. But you're going to be able to catch all those Dodger games at home. You probably can find them on our YouTube channel. 92 The Rock, Joe Chaden, I believe is his name. I hope I said that right. Joe, I know that's your name. I just hope I said that right. But if you turn to that radio station, like I didn't go to Boone last night, but I listened to the basketball games. You know, I was at home cleaning, cooking, doing a few things, had to run a few errands, and I got to listen to the games, right? So you can always follow 92 Rock there as well and follow our games. He broadcasts live all of our games. Boys and girls wrestling season is underway. You know, we're ramping up. I know the musical we talked about a little bit. So I'm sure there'll be some release coming in about the musical coming soon.
You want to share? Don't worry.
Okay to share.
I also want to keep our listeners just informed so you guys are aware we passed our bond referendum
Yes, we did.
in November. Very impactful for the future of Fort Dodge. So we're already taking the next steps. You're going to see some things on our agenda. We're already starting on some architectural, some design things. We put our groups together. So yeah, we're excited about that work and it's moving full steam ahead. So those projects will take a couple years to get done. But yeah, we're super excited. So thanks again for joining us on the Fort Dodge Schools podcast. Be sure to follow us for more stories, updates, board tidbits. Until next time, go Dodgers.
Go Dodgers.
Go Dodgers.
Thank you for listening to the Dodger Download, your source for all things Fort Dodge schools. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode and share with your friends, family, and fellow Dodgers. For more update and resources, visit us at fdschools.org or follow the Fort Dodge Community School District on social media. Until next time, keep showing that Dodger pride. This podcast is produced by Spin Market and Digital. Located in Fort Dodge, Iowa, Spin Market's highly skilled team can help you increase your market by updating your website, improving SEO, designing advertisements, and producing podcasts that will grab the attention of your market. Contact Spin Market today for all your digital marketing needs at digitalagent@spinmarketwith2ks.com or call us at 515-302-8026. And to learn more, visit our website at www.spinmarketwith2ks.com. That's digitalagent@spinmarketwith2ks.com or 515-302-8026. Or visit our website at www.spinmarketwith2ks.com.